What's up, Knicks Nation? Welcome to the Blue and Orange Brunch. And man, do I have an action-packed show for you today. James Harden says something wild. Man, in the press conference about the Knicks. We got to address that. Also, I'm gonna break down some of the historic stats and accomplishments. I compiled a list, and we're gonna go through the full list together on this show. We'll also review the past series, talk about some interesting things that took place this series, and we'll also discuss the Game 4 triumph. The Knicks head to the NBA Finals for the first time in 27 years. Brunson was MVP. What Landry Shamet had to say about Knicks fans, Walt Clyde Frazier, you name it. We'll go down a whole list of topics. We'll also talk about the NBA Finals schedule and ticket prices, man. Oh my goodness. If you plan on going, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. We'll also talk about Man Mondani and what my request is for him. Okay? And oh boy. I told you I wasn't going to talk about this, but I feel like I have to. And if I don't get to it, I'll talk about it on the later show. But I'm going to add this to the docket. Giannis no longer wants to come to the Knicks. Listen, man, we're going to talk about all of these things and more on this episode of the Blue and Orange Brunch Show. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan, and straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. Man, you know the vibes. Tell a friend that we live, man. Hey, welcome to the show. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day, man. Listen, we got a lot to talk about today. But before we begin, we do have to address the proper formality. We have to smash that like button. We still cooking with hot grease, but we need you to smash that like button so we can let the YouTube algorithm know that this is the place to be on a Tuesday afternoon. And while you're at it, you might as well subscribe, because we know that in the last 28 days, well over 50% of you guys are not subscribed. So subscribe now and help us close the gap. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and each time we reach a new subscriber milestone, we have special giveaways. And the first is the 10K giveaway. Well, the first is the 5K giveaway, rather, where we will give away this rookie Jalen Brunson trading card. All you have to do is subscribe. No phone numbers, no emails, no janky websites, right? No, none of that. Subscribe and you will automatically be entered in a chance to win. Now, I want to give y'all a big time salute off rip, yo, to all Knicks Nation, man. We did it. We are here. NBA Finals. Big time salute to John Smith. I see you, Quest ENT. What's good? John Smith in the building. Zach, big time salute. Crim's dad. Okay, yeah, safe driving. You know what I mean? Definitely no texting and driving. I got you. Super J 918. Big time salute to you. Buzzer Beater, what's good? All right. Killer B, I see you. Big time salute. OKF Nation in full effect. We formed like Voltron. Marie, what's good, Marie? How you feeling? Big time salute to Marie, man. She came out to the watch party on Saturday. We had a great time. All right. My man Sean, Can't Stop Key. Oh, and I can't forget about J-Tap, ma. He also popped out. All right, for the watch party. Delmar, L Figgy, what's good? And like Figgy says, big time salute to Maxine, the super producer. All right. Man, we lit. As you guys enter the show, smash that like button. I do appreciate all of y'all support. today we got some giveaways, man. We will be doing the Pickems Challenge giveaway. I got a fun game we're going to play a little bit later. It's going to be interesting, something that some of you may have never seen before. We're going to get to that. Also, we'll be back tonight. I'm doing a night show tonight. Not a watch party, but I will be doing a show that will probably coincide or air alongside, the conclusion of the game. So there's some more final stuff that I want to talk about tonight. And possibly that Giannis topic. I'm going to see about that Giannis topic if y'all want to talk about him. But what else I want to say? Of course, we got the blue and orange brunch throughout the week, tomorrow through Thursday, through Friday. I mean, I know that our series is over, but we do have the opposing series in the full effect, the San Antonio Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm going to let y'all know off rip, this Thursday, which will be an elimination game, we will do the Op Watch Party, the members only Op Watch Party. So if you are a channel member, you will be in for a treat on Thursday. We're going to watch the game together. All right. And then if we get the decision, the determination as to who we will face, after that show, we will do the Pickems Challenge. Okay. Now, the Pickems Challenge is where I have you guys, you do your picks, Knicks in 4, Knicks in 5, Knicks in 6, all that good stuff. And so that's how that will go. All right. And I will give a big time salute to the MVP donors as well. Okay. So I'm going to get this show started. I'm going to go straight into research mode. No hesitation, no playing, no games. Okay. Get this on the screen. Bam. So I'm going to start with last night's game. The Knicks, we defeated the lowly Cavaliers. All right. In BTA fashion. Can you guys see that? Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I'm not sharing the screen. Not sure what happened, but it's all good. We'll get it right back. Bam. All right, cool. So now y'all should be able to see it. All right. So, 130 to 93, an epic thrashing, all right, of all accounts. This Knicks team is for real, man. I'm gonna go through some of the, listen, I'm gonna clip a list of all the stats that we broke on today's show. So, and I'm gonna clip it and I'm gonna timestamp this show. So that way, when your little friends want to hate on you, you can let them know the difference between these two. But I'm looking into my game night really quickly. And we've held, during this 11-game win streak, we've held 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of the 11 wins, we've held teams under 100 points. So let that be the first stat. That wasn't a part of the list. I just, I looked at the score and I just, put 2 and 2 together because, I keep track of all this stuff. This is out of game night. I might could see that a little bit, but yeah, I keep track of all the stats and everything. And so this was phenomenal, man. I knew it was coming. Like I told y'all last night on the Smoke Fire show, that I figured that this time will come, and this time has came, and we got to the mountaintop, but we didn't deliver the championship yet. But we got over a huge hump. I've seen videos of Knicks fans, former Knicks fans that became Knicks haters, became back Knicks fans. It's a mass exodus from the Knicks hate. Oh my goodness, man. Yo, let me tell you something. It's hilarious to see, our people who were once Knicks haters come back home. Come back home. It's okay. Bandwagon's big enough. We're going to continue to remind you that you wasn't there. But we are the winning team right now. And we're not done. And we know that. So we'll get more into more stuff about the game. I do want to talk about tonight's game is going down. And contrary to a lot of people's beliefs, OKC is a favorite to win tonight. A lot of people think OKC is dusted and done off. I believe the contrary. I think OKC is still in the series. Now, I think AJ Mitchell is going to be out. I don't think Mitchell's going to return tonight, but I'm not sure about Williams. Let's see. Williams is a game time decision. AJ Mitchell with that calf, they're not playing. Spurs, no injuries besides David Jones Garcia, who's been on the injury report all year. And by the way, David Jones Garcia is nice too. He is fire. If San Antonio doesn't want him next year, I hope the Knicks could go get him. That kid can play. But nonetheless, this is what we're looking at. This is where we at right now with this team tonight. And OKC is the favorite. And like I said, we'll be going live tonight, possibly around 10 o'clock. So, we'll have the game in our scopes. But there's some Knick business that we got to attend to tonight. All right. And those are the scores. Of course, there's no more Knick games. Right now, all we got is the Spurs and the Thunder as we await. First time we've been in this situation. I don't remember what happened in the 70s. If you go back that far, you could let us know. But in the 2000s, we were not waiting for the other team in the finals. Okay? In fact, they were waiting for us. So, uncharted territory. I think that this is a beautiful time to be a Knicks fan. And we continue to do our thing as a staff, record label, and fan base. Now, stop. I tried to make the connection there. I messed up. Nonetheless, that's where we are as a team. I'm going to keep this. It's a lot of topics I want to talk about tonight. So since I started talking about game 4, we could go into game 4 blitz about a lot of the things that took place last night. I mean, so much content, I could just do a game 4 show. And I did do one last night, but with a lot of the news that came out from last night, phenomenal. Fat Joe was spotted with James Dolan taking pictures, man. That I thought that was fire. All of the celebrities that were in the building, completely stormed the floor last night. They had all of these crazy rules. Fat Joe said that he can't sit in the front row. No Knick fans can't sit in the front row, and they took away that brother's tickets, man. Could you believe that? They took away the brother's tickets. But after the game, you would have thought you were in MSG. Let me put this on the screen. All right. Fat Joe he said he can't sit courtside. He was on ESPN explaining the scenario. He said we had bought some courtside tickets to the game, and once they found out it was a super fan Fat Joe, they was like, I can't sit courtside. New York fans can't sit courtside. That's what he said. They took away the tickets, and they took away the courtside after we purchased it. Ain't that crazy? Yo, Cleveland is the most spookiest goddamn fan base. Spooky in the goddamn woods. Your whole franchise is scary, but the fans took pictures, Timothy Chalamet, Leon Rose, right? All of the alumni, they were all there. I thought that it was a beautiful moment in Jalen Brunson's MVP. He was crowned the unanimous choice for Eastern Conference MVP. And you know what's crazy about this moment right here? Not even the hating ass old media could use this moment to divide us. Because when they presented it to Towns, when Towns and OG was doing their interview, and Towns just immediately off rip said, was it a surprise that Jalen Brunson was the MVP? Right? Pretty much shattering any thought of a question asking, trying to divide us and make us feel some type of way. Going into last night's game, and I'm talking more about this, but Karl Anthony Towns was the least scoring starter. All the other 4 starters scored more than him in this series going into last night's game. This team is built different. This team is built on being selfless. So we got to salute Jalen Brunson, the captain. The unanimous 2026 Conference Finals MVP. Okay. He only averaged 25.5 points per game, 7.8 assists. Now, to people who are stat watchers, oh man, he didn't have a great series. You gotta watch the games, man. You can't look at the box score and think you know what happened in the game. That's a recipe for failure. You'll wind up being like Kenny Atkinson. Based on my analytics, we're up 2-0. We're up 3-1. All right. You don't want to be like Kenny Atkinson, box score watching. You have to watch the games. To anybody who watched the games, you know that there was a two-man race for the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. It was Mikal Bridges. It was Jalen Brunson. But I think Jalen Brunson sealed it last night. You know, Mikal didn't have the greatest performance last night. But even Mikal Bridges would have gave Jalen Brunson the honor. Okay? So I'm going to keep it moving. There's a lot of stuff from this game. I'm gonna move really quickly. Let me see. Ooh, Walt Clyde Frazier, Spike Lee, and this is I think if I write an article on this season, and I think I might. You know, I'm putting the final touches on my OKC article. I'm actually gonna wait till tonight's game, and then I'm gonna drop the article tomorrow. Right? Because I wanna see if OKC is going to win, because that might have to shape how I finish this article. I should have wrote it sooner, but I want to see what OKC does tonight, you know. But Walt Clyde Frazier and Spike Lee sees the Knicks as a team of destiny. We've been using this word destiny, okay, a lot this whole playoffs. We all said it. This is a team of destiny. It's destined. We've been throwing that destined word around. And honestly, if you ask me, I think that this is a team of destiny. And I think that's exactly the title or the moniker we will utilize for this Knicks team in 2026, a team of destiny. And I might have to write something on that. But, you know, it's just amazing to see where we are. And then, hold on. I'm not sure if I could do this. Hold on. I got to come out of research. I'm not sure if I could show y'all this, but this is something else that happened last night. I'm not sure if a lot of you are aware. See, I look in a lot of the nooks and crannies of the internet. I go to the not so clean section of the internet to find stuff sometimes. And I came across this. Let me see if I could show y'all this. Yeah, I could. Okay, cool. Hold on. So I want to show y'all this. All right. And I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Let me just prep this out. So Leon Rose, I got some footage of Mr. Rose here. Leon Rose was sitting next to his son, Sam Rose. Big time salute to them. CAA Mafia. You know how it goes down. Right? And look at this site right here. This honestly made me want to apologize for Leon Rose, to Leon Rose. Look at Leon Rose, right? As they winning the championship. I'm not sure if this is when the game was over, but you see the man tearing up. Y'all see that? Do you see the tears of satisfaction right there? Do you see him? That is your leader right there. Let me take that off the screen. I got to give a round of applause for Leon Rose, man. Yo, Leon, I see it. Like, I said this. Now, relax. I mean, let me preface this statement because y'all might come for me. All right. But I said that Leon Rose was on my hot seat. This was right after he fired Coach Tibbs. Now, let me explain what my hot seat is, because I don't want y'all to get the wrong idea of the hot seat. The hot seat is based on what he said, our singular focus is to win the championship. At the time, I couldn't see the vision hiring Mike Brown, firing Coach Tibbs, and then winning a championship at the time. But you got to salute James Dolan as well. James Dolan was on WFAN, and he said, this is a championship team. This team is a championship team. And if we get the Giannis on this show, I'm going to talk more about that. And decisions. But no, this is not a we need to get Giannis show. You know, this is not that, but there is some news surrounding Giannis that I think that would interest a lot of us. But to see this man tear up like this, you know, and get emotional, it makes me feel like Leon Rose will be a part owner in this franchise one day. There's no way you could ever think about firing Leon Rose. We could win 2 championships this year, next year, and then lose the next 10 years after. You don't get rid of Leon Rose. But to see that moment, I'm not sure how many of y'all saw that, but I thought that was a interesting sight to see. To see, you know, the boss, you know, get emotional like that. You know, it was something, I don't know, something about it. It really captivated me. You know what I'm saying? You know, definitely. I see y'all. Big time salute to Delmar in the building. As y'all enter the show, smash that like button. We got to continue to let the YouTube algorithm know that this is the place to be. I do appreciate y'all for y'all support. And in the meantime, you might as well subscribe because we know that well over 50% of you guys in the last 28 days are not subscribed who watch. So subscribe now and help us close that gap. All right. Big time salute to y'all and welcome to everybody in the building. I'm going to get to James Harden in a second. I'm not going to make you wait much longer. I just want to touch on some of the Game 4 stuff because I feel like, you know, these moments in time are you know, historic. And what we're doing right now, we're discussing the history in real time. You know, I love the fact that, you know, they had Walt Clyde Frazier and Patrick Ewing give the awards away to the team. It's sort of like passing the torch. Like, we know that the 90s was a very, very emotional time for us because we got our heart broke so many years. We were in the mix, but not good enough to win. This is why I keep urging you, Knicks fans, not to be humble. Don't be humble. For what? These people laughed at you. They criticized you. They said the Knicks were trash. And now some of them are coming back on the goddamn bandwagon. And let them come back. This is New York City, man. Everybody deserves a second chance. We not, you know, we don't need to push people away, man. They want to be here. And, you know, they were once Knicks fans, a lot of them. Let them get on the bandwagon. But we could always let them know that we don't forget any of the sly words that you, or any of the sly things that you had to say about this Knicks team. What else? Man, there's so much stuff in this game. I'm not going to get to everything, but I do want to talk about Landry Shamet's comments. All right, and then a little bit later, I'm gonna get into the stats, the history. I'm gonna give you one big list of the history, so that way you could clip this. You could come right here and get everything in its totality. All right, now Landry Shamet. Oh no, I didn't want to get here. This is another good article. Man, hold on, not that one. No, it's another Landry Shamet article I want to get to, which basically was just talking about the comment he made about Knicks fan. Hopefully I have it. If I don't, I'm going to move on. Oh, yeah, I got it right here. All right. Now, Landry Shamet, he's definitely in the big time. If the Knicks make a certain trade, I'm not going to talk about trades right now. I'm just saying that based on the way the politics work, Landry Shamet could be gone. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because, oh, did we get some breaking news right now? Hold on. We got some breaking news. So Kenny Atkinson, the Cleveland Cavaliers coach, will remain the Cleveland Cavaliers coach this upcoming season. So the Cavs decided to stick to their guns. I was going to get into what Dan Gilbert said, You know, Dan Gilbert did say that they will be making a dig. Hold on, really quickly. I'm gonna get to Shamet, but I got this Dan Gilbert article right here based on that breaking news about Kenny Atkinson. He will remain the coach. He will not be let go. He actually talked about his job security last night, and he seemed pretty confident that his job was secure. Cavaliers owners harsh message to team after being swept by the Knicks. This is what he had to say. We took a step ahead this spring, but we are nowhere near where we need to be. I can't thank the fans enough for the support this year. We will dig in all summer and do everything we possibly can to take the next step. We will grind until we get there. That's what Dan Gilbert had to say. So just to follow up, the Kenny Atkinson did not lose his job. To all the people who, if you care, I know this is not a Cleveland channel, but that's just that. I want to talk about this really quickly because I thought that this was funny. Landry Shamet says Knicks are a specific species of human that should be studied. Because, you know, he was interviewed last night on Shaq and Kenny's show. And last night was the first time all playoffs I actually listened to a post-game show. I normally never listen to post-game shows. Never. Because I just don't want to deal with them doubting us. Oh, the Knicks is this and the Knicks is that. Yeah, I'm good. I don't need to hear that. But last night I took a listen and I seen Landry Shamet. You know, he said that we're a specific species of human. All right. It's special, man. They're crazy. They're crazy. They fly out to Cleveland on Monday. They're everywhere. Salute the Knicks Nation. We are a dedicated fan base. And people talk about us in Dallas. Nah, man, this is New York City. We got our own swag. We're not trying to be like nobody else. Don't compare us to Dallas. Please stop. We are us. They are them. All right? But yes, they're everywhere. They take over arenas. Everywhere you walk in the city, that's what you hear. The buzz is unbelievable. You could try to explain what's going on in New York right now for Knicks fans, but good luck. It's different. Knicks fans are different. Salute to Landry Shamet for giving us that salute. We are different. And don't be humble, Knicks fans. That's my message to Knicks fans. Don't be humble. Salute to J-Tap Ma. Okay, he said 94, up 3-2, Game 7 Starks. I'm going to stay humble. J-Tap, you fallen victim to your friends and the naysayers. I just told you that this Knick team has far superseded the 94 Knick team in so many ways. That 94 Knick team did not go to the finals waiting for Houston. That's a fact. So was it you or was it Ty? I'm not comparing us to 94 to say that our story is going to be the same as 94. I'm comparing us to 94 to show that we hadn't seen a team this good since then, but we're better than them. That's a fact. And we're going to continue to show and prove. So J-Tap, you spooky in the woods, man. Calling you out right now. Salute to my man Ty. You picked the Knicks in 7, all right, against the Cleveland Cavaliers, J-Tap. You did that. So don't tell me that you gonna stay humble. I am not humble and do not urge no other Knicks fan to stay humble, goddammit. This is our year, and we are going to rub it in their faces because they laughed at us. 94, they laughed at us. 99, they laughed at us. 2000, they laughed at us. 2001, they laughed at us. They laughed at us last year. Well, guess who will get the last this year? These New York Knicks. Now, I'm about to get to James Harden right now. Then I'm going to get to the phone lines because we got a lot to talk about today. And I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. Before I get there, I want to share with you guys some things. I'm going to take you to my shop, man. All right? I want to take you to my shop so we can look at some of the merch. A lot of you may not know, may know. We got merch, man. Go to the shop. Shop that thisweekinsidethenix.com, or forget that. Just go to my link tree. It's on the screen at the top right corner. Linktree /TheObjectiveFan. You'll find the merch. We got all types of stuff in there. We got the This Week Inside the NYK mug. We got the blue and orange brunch mug. If you're a fan of the blue and orange brunch, go get you a blue and orange brunch mug. How about a Bodega Cat mug? This is actually the best seller. The Bodega Cat mug right there, the white one. All right. We got the Bodega Cat t-shirts. Okay. All right. We got the Captain 11 mug. We got the this is the old This Week Inside the NYK mug. All right. But this is go check out the merch store. We got t-shirts, hoodies, mugs. All right. All right. Support the show. If I got mugs for your favorite show. This Week Inside the NYK and the blue and orange brunch. Go check it out now. All right. You could get there via my link tree. That's the best. That's the easiest way to find it. Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. The link is on the screen. And I'm going to put it in the chat right now. All right. So that way you guys will have it. And now we can get into James Harden. All right. But I'm literally typing the link in the chat right now. So you could go to my link tree. If you haven't been there or if you don't know where it's at, this is all you have to do to get there. All right. Paste this. Bam. All right. So the link tree is now in the chat and I'm going to pin it so you can click it and you'll be able to go check out everything we got there. I'm talking about the 82 nights. All right. My other social media websites. The best way to get in contact with me. By the way, if you are trying to get in contact with me, that's the only way to get in contact with me. Via info@thisweekinsidetheknicks.com. All right. Now, let me just make sure I pin this message in there so you guys will have it. And then I'm going to open up these phone lines. 646-995-8389. Call up. If you are new to the show, right? These are the rules because we do got a lot of new people, first-time callers. Everybody gets 3 minutes, so you could call up. All right. Now, if you do want to call back, we do got the donation model where you send in a $5 call back. We'll get you right back in the line if you feel like your time is not long enough. Also, you can request the caller, your favorite caller, someone you like to hear from. You could also request for your favorite caller to call back if they called up. All right. And then we do got the $25 hang up option, but that's for people of the other team. All right. That's not for Knicks fans. Right now, other teams are scared to call up right now. They spooky in the goddamn woods. And yeah, all disrespect to Cleveland. I mean that. The fans are weak as hell. They ain't call up not one time. I got no respect for the Cavs fans. All right. They spooky in the goddamn woods. 646-995-8389. Call up. Oh, hold on. I got to get the Harden first. I forgot that detail. Let me get the Harden so y'all can see exactly what's going on with Harden. All right. And then I'm going to open up the phone lines. I got you right now. All right. 2 seconds. Man, big time salute to everybody that's in the building. All right. I see y'all. Smash that like button on the way in. All right. Bet. Okay, cool. All right, let me get into James Harden. And then I want y'all comments on James Harden because that's why we're here today. So I figured I'd give you guys the opportunity to talk about James Harden before you call up. Yo, honestly, y'all, when you lose, bro, I don't know. I understand we want to see what they got to say in the moment, after they lose. But man, I mean, yikes. It's the reason why people, they sound so delusional, and that's just what it is. Well, I got you right here. I'm just scrolling through hundreds of links I had to go through. So much news came out. Trying to decipher everything. Hold on, bam. James Harden feels like the Cavaliers are a better team. In bizarre comment after Knicks annihilation. Now, once again, we do got to understand that the press are asking these guys certain questions. I don't know if I would have responded like that. Maybe I would have. Maybe I wouldn't have had. I don't know. But I do kind of feel where James is coming from. All right. Now, James Harden said, I can't even answer that question. He was asked how. All right, let's start with the question. How much better the Knicks are than the Cavaliers after completing the sweep? That was the question. James Harden said, I can't even answer that question honestly. Yeah, I don't think we had a chance as far as our best shot from a standpoint of circumstances, Harden said after the home loss. Obviously, they dominated us 4-0. But I don't know if I can necessarily answer that question because genuinely, I do feel that we are the better team. But series-wise, didn't show it. So tough question to answer. How are the Cleveland Cavaliers a better team than the Knicks? In what way, in what fashion? Like, if you go regular season, we cooked y'all. If you go playoffs, we buried y'all. If you go playoff success in the last 3 years, you don't compare. In what world is the Cleveland Cavaliers a better team than these destined New York Knicks? Maybe y'all could make sense of this for me. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not never gonna admit nobody's better than me. But to say that you're better than them after you get your butt whooped the way y'all did, I mean, this was old-fashioned, belt off the waist, beat down. So yeah, we could talk about this. I'm curious to know y'all thoughts on this. 646-995-8389. Call up. All right, we talking about James Harden. We could talk about Game 4. All right. There's still more I want to talk about. I got a request from Mondani. All right. I would love to talk about Giannis. All right. The final schedule has been released and the ticket prices. I didn't get to that yet. All right. But we did talk about James Harden ridiculous comment. So call up 646-995-8389. J-Tap, you going to stop coming for me, man. I'm going to get Cleo on you, man. You better stop, man. How old were you in 94? It don't matter how old I was in 94. What are you talking about? I'm talking about 2026, dog. And you spooky in the goddamn woods. Why are you so scared and humble? That, you know what that sounds like? A dude from East New York talking about, I'm going to be humble. That don't even sound right, dog. Come on, dog. You got to call up and address that. You have to call up and address that. I'm not going to call you. If you going to call up now, all right? 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. Oh, I got a good caller in the beginning right here. All right. After I take these waiver calls, we're going to do the Pickems giveaway. Hey, what's good? Can you hear me? I'm doing good, man. No complaints on my end. What about you?
Oh, I'm happy, elated. We're in the finals.
We in the finals. Man, could you make sense of what James Harden? Could you make sense of what James Harden's telling us? He said that the Cleveland Cavaliers are the better team. That's what he said.
Well, James Harden has never been a very practical and truthful person, and he's never going to admit that he lost. He's never lost in his life. So to me, that was just a delusional, safe face comment. That makes no sense.
Wow.
I mean,
anything else from the games?
From the games?
Yeah, anything else you want to talk about from the games? Because James Harden, I mean, he's just bugged out. He's bugged out.
I hope he does well in the finals. I think they're going to go to the finals, right? Analytically, they beat us.
They're going to go to the finals in the offseason.
They're going to the finals, yeah, exactly. So the off-season finals are going to be great.
Yeah, they're going to be the offseason. 2 years ago, they were the regular season champions. Don't forget that.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Yes. How could I forget about that one? That's the analytical champions, right?
100%.
Yeah, I think it was ridiculous, but like you and we spoke about that. I think the way that the adjustments that they had on the series before us, the Knicks, they were going to destroy the adjustments that any adjustments that Kenny Atkinson could have brought.
Right.
So
100%.
to me, that was a complete masterclass on how to actually close a series. To be honest,
Right.
I loved it. And like I said,
Fantastic.
I was right. I got it in 4.
Yeah. I'm going to do your contest. Yeah, you definitely deserve a round of applause.
No.
Did you think
that we actually beat it? And just to give you an idea, that I was old enough on '94, so this is not the same.
Thank you.
And '94 was a great team. Don't take me wrong. I was super excited about that. I was waiting for that, but the level of expectation, the level of domination that this team has is completely off the charts. I've seen all over the place that they're comparing them to the 2003 Nets because they had the same records and whatever it is. But no. There's
that 23. Get out. That's crazy.
I saw that because, and not because they because they also had the 2 sweeps, just because serious results. That's all. Not quality. No, this team is something else. I mean, just think about this: the differential they have 270 or 294 points.
Yeah.
Differential. That's insane. So it was the Warriors. It was on 198 or something like that, right?
10 seconds.
Man, yo,
how can you compare it? I know it's just the narratives, man. But to me, this is the best team I've seen in my whole life. And 100%. I don't care the OKC, whether it's the Spurs, it don't matter.
Thank
Still
you.
Gonna sweep them too.
Bring it on. But I appreciate you, OKF Doctor, man. Great call as always.
All right. Enjoyed the show. Salute to everybody, and let's keep on running.
Thank you. All right. It's my man, the OKF Doctor. We'll get a couple of more callers in the J-Tap. Hold up. We got to talk to J-Tap. Oh my God. This guy's spooky in the woods. I never thought I'd see a guy from East New York be spooky, man.
Hey, yo.
Man, what's going on, man? You talking about you humble, dog? Ever since when somebody from East New York is humble. Where we going?
Hey, objective. I would walk to New York for that championship parade from California. My guy, I will do a bear crawl from California to Manhattan for that championship parade. My man.
Okay.
I would moonwalk from California to Manhattan for that championship parade. Ain't nothing humble over here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You can't call no fake Knicks fan or whatever it is.
No, I never would say you're a fake Knicks fan. I never would say that.
I'm not saying you that. I'm not saying you. I was talking about being humble, not even being a fake fan. My man, I had to go to a baby shower on the day of the watch party. I said, no, I'm not going to go to a baby shower. I'm going to buy a ticket to New York, and I'm going to go watch the game with some real Knicks fans. You know what I mean?
So can I say this? So don't be humble then.
Oh, man, I'm not humble. I'm just talking about in basketball because I've seen. If you weren't there, then you don't know the feeling. Game 7, up 3-2, and the finals is right there at your fingertips. I'm not celebrating until I see that championship on that mantle.
But this team is way more dominant than that team, bro. Like way more.
It doesn't matter. You can go 4-0, all your stats, all your analytics plus minus whatever. I'm not gonna go ham until I see that championship trophy on the mantle. And I was going crazy last night. Just me and one other Knicks fan turn this town up. But when we win that championship, my guy, I would crawl from California to New York. Hey, let me put this. I would risk my freedom to go to that championship parade.
That's
how they know. And I'm not being humble. I'm keeping 100.
Okay.
I'm not going to go ham until I see that championship banner raised in the garden.
I got you.
That's not me not being humble. I'm just saying, I'm outside, son. When that championship banner goes up, I'll be right next to you in the Canyon Heroes, whatever it's called, the Canyon of whatever champions. I've never been there because none of my teams ever won anything for the Mets. But I'm gonna be in New York for that championship parade, and
That's
I'm
fire.
not being humble about. Hey,
Yep.
Knicks
We gonna meet
in
up.
6, my guy.
Yo,
I'm
look,
gonna be there.
This is what we're gonna do, right? Like maybe an hour, 45 minutes before the parade, we're gonna meet a block away. And we're gonna go to the parade together. That's what we're gonna do.
My man, I'm gonna be up there. Be there so early. I'm gonna help set the freaking banners.
You're gonna be working with the
board of
NYPD to set it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out there. You know what I mean? Directing traffic. You know,
Right.
cleaning the streets. What I need to do? What do you want?
Putting up the
I'm gonna be out
barricades.
there. I'm out there cleaning the
Let's
streets.
go.
Helping homeless off the street. I'm out there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be there
100%.
before you, my guy.
No, that's true.
So,
That's true.
hey,
I
ain't
believe
nothing. You never met a humble person from Eastern Europe. You know why? Because we ain't humble.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
That's why I
And check this
listen.
out.
Look, J-Tap, I was there in 94. I was a kid, but I was there 94, 95, 99. I was there. I had real tears coming out my eyes. So I had to make the song cry. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm telling you right now, this team, I'm way more confident in this team than those teams. So I'm not going to be humble. Sorry.
My guy, when I was in Brownsville, I got into an argument about with some guy about. I was telling him there's no difference between Brownsville and East New York. A huge argument about it. You know what I mean?
Wow. That is the argument.
And I'm trying to tell him there's no difference. You know what I mean? So
to me, it's not.
To me, it's not. If you're a bandwagoner, if you're new to the show, a brand new Knicks fan, you've seen all the championships in Knicks history. Hey, ain't no difference between none of us. We all won, and we going to the chip. 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 Hey, yo, Knicks Nation, stand up. Let's effing go, baby.
Thank you, J-Tap, for not being humble, man. Great call. They salute the J-Tap for calling up. OKF Nation Plus in the building, man. I do appreciate that, brother, right there, calling up and not being humble. All right? That was the key for me. Get my man Lopez in the building. Hopefully he can answer. Rock, I got you next. I see you, Rock. See Figgy's in the queue. Angie. Okay, we got some heavy hitters up in here.
Telephone number.
We got some heavy hitters up in here. Hold up. Get my man Rock in the building. All right. I'm going to take a couple of more calls, and then I'm going to get into the Pickems giveaway. What's good, Rock?
Sure, what's going on, okay?
Hey, man, we not going to be humble, man. But what's up, man? You heard what James Harden had to say, man?
Yeah, man. I believe he believed that, bro. It's the best way for him to deal with it, you know?
But listen, I understand, Rock, but to say you're the better team, like of all the things you could have said, that's crazy to me.
Well, let me give you a quick analogy. You got two guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
One guy, for the most part, has been the man since high school, and the other guy's been kind of mid. His girl is a Beyonce type glamorous chick, so he winds up with her as a wife. So he shows off. He think he got the best thing in the world, but the other guy got a Claire Huxtable type. Now the other guy who got the Claire Huxtable type is really winning.
Okay.
But the guy who's been the man since high school, he got the Beyonce chick thinking he the elevator and ain't nobody can touch him, but we all know what the real deal is. Because Claire Huxtable is everything, and the Beyonce type chick is only surface.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And he can't fathom that. He can't fathom his whole career that he's been reduced by somebody who everybody's been doubting. Talking about Brunson. He can't believe he's been shown up by him. So it's best for him to believe otherwise and explore parts of his mind where he have to examine his manhood and everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I got you.
Yo, it's crazy. You was mentioning the Giannis thing, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I don't get to that on this show, I'm gonna talk about that tonight. We might have to say that for the night because there's a lot to talk.
Okay, you want me to say my thoughts for that tonight?
Yeah, I think we talk about that tonight. I'm gonna push that back to tonight. Yeah, because there's a lot.
I got a thought on that, but I'll see you for tonight.
Okay.
But yeah, man, you know what? We always thought it was something your mama said when the little kid and acting up and said, relax, relax. Good things come to those who wait. We always thought it was a joke or just something your mom said to shut you up, but it really is happening, bro.
Yep. You
It
right?
is happening. And
You were
not
right.
everybody could believe it. Just like J-Tap said, but we've been out for so long that we still can't believe. We still got to bench ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's a fact. That is a fact. Listen, man, this is our moment in time, and I'm not gonna be humble, bro. They want me to be. I'm not gonna be humble, man. I'm talking a lot of smack.
Mm.
A lot of smack.
10 seconds.
I'm from out of town now, but damn, usually when parades are thrown, it's thrown what, a day or two after, right?
I don't know. I mean, we've never seen it before. I think the women are different from the men. They had their parade, but their parade wasn't that big. So we don't really have no example to go after. Who's the last one to win? Major team. Was it the Giants or the Yankees?
Yeah, it had to be the Giants. It wasn't the Yankees or the Mets, I don't think. It had to be the Giants, right?
It had to be the Giants. So I don't really remember what they did. I don't even know where the Giants parade was, to be honest. I'm not a Giants fan, so I didn't know. But yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. You just got to make your arrangement. If you coming, you got to look at the schedule. You see it's 3-1 Knicks. Now you know that you're going to have to be on your P's and Q's, you know, and take like maybe a couple of days off. So that way you could, it might be arranged. I just wouldn't know what day it would be actually.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure it out because everybody who's a New Yorker or a former New Yorker is going to try to maybe scramble back for
100%.
that parade. So how do you do it? I mean, oh, man, I'm
100%.
trying to think.
We're going to figure it out, but I'm going to keep y'all up to date on that. 100%, man. But I appreciate you, Rock, man. Great call as always, man.
All right, bro.
No doubt. All right, let me take a couple of more calls. Then I got to get into the Pickems giveaway. All right. Let me see. Spoke to Rock. Let me see if my man Charlie from the Heights is there, and then I'll do the Pickems giveaway. All right. If I miss your call, I am calling back. I know it. Y'all at work, so what's good?
Hello.
How's it going, man?
Hey, what's up? How you doing, man?
Nothing much, man.
Yo.
Talk to me, man. What's your thoughts on this whole experience going to the finals, my brother?
Man, it's great. I'm excited. I'm very excited, and I'm kind of like more excited just to know that Patrick Ewing is part of the organization, and he could be getting a ring.
That's
Finally.
a fact.
And he deserves it because in his playing career, he played very hard. He played very hard. And like I said, I'm just
really quickly, you got your background on? Because it's mad loud. Like I hear something.
Let me put the TV on volume down.
Yeah, there we go.
But it looks to me like things are aligning for us.
Yes.
Because now we could rest, the Knicks could rest, and hopefully the San Antonio and Oklahoma heavyweight match could go 7 games. And from what I'm seeing, the main players for OKC that knows how to orchestrate and run the offense are kind of like injured, besides SGA, which is Jalen Williams and Mitchell.
Yeah.
They have the capacity of, handling the ball and orchestrating the offense, and they're both injured.
Right.
And I gotta believe that, they're not gonna probably be in the San Antonio thing because they really hurt. So that aligns with us because I believe that the Knicks could match up better with the Spurs than with OKC.
Okay.
And plus, these two are gonna go at it. And guess what? We rested. We rested. We're waiting for them.
Right.
And that's a good sign for us,
For sure. Yeah, we're gonna talk more about that tonight too on tonight's show, the this upcoming series. But I do want to know, what was your thoughts on James Harden ridiculous comment talking about the Cavs are better than the Knicks?
Well, the series says it all. The series says it all. We swept them. It wasn't even competitive.
Got them out of there.
What I could say was that the last game they just gave up. You just didn't see the urgency in the Cavs' heart.
Yeah.
It was like it was too easy, you know.
Right.
So in reality, all I can say is James Harden was a great player. He's not the same like he was many years ago. He's a great player. I think he's a top 75 player. But let's be realistic. The Knicks are doing very well. I don't know what Kel Bridges is drinking. Whatever he's drinking, he better keep drinking it because he's doing great.
That's facts.
Miles Bridges is doing good. Shamet is doing good. Yo, we clicking on all cylinders on the right time.
That's
and I couldn't be more happy. And you know something else? The real MVP in this team should be Leon Rose and Jalen Brunson. Did I say that?
Yep.
Leon Rose orchestrated this team. He made some great moves. And Jalen Brunson sacrificed the max contract to get a couple of pieces, which is great.
100%, man. Yo, Charlie, man, great call. I appreciate you, my brother. And big time salute.
Thank you. Take care, buddy.
No doubt. Hey, yo, Leon Rose. If you just joined the show, I shared the footage of Leon Rose crying earlier, right? And if you also joined the show, I talked about James Harden ridiculous comment. He said that the Cavaliers are better than the Knicks. That's just, I don't understand that. But really quickly, I'm going to get into this, the Pickems Challenge giveaway. Like, if you're new to the channel, I do special giveaways. One of the giveaways I'm doing is like the Pickems contest, where you pick the Knicks in 5, Knicks in 4, Knicks in 6, Knicks in 7. So there's about 17 people who pick the Knicks in 4. All right. And we're going to go through the list in a second. But really quickly, before I do that, I want to salute the MVP donors. I'm going to give a big time salute to AP, the big homie right there. I appreciate you. My man A-Pal Diaz, CW Flash, all right? My man, the OKF Doctor, all right? FGC Hitman on the front lines in Ohio. Big time salute to him. My man, Akeem, The Dream. He always says some wild stuff, but he's a great guy. Of course, my man, J-Tap. All right, he gets on my nerves, but that's still my homie. Big time salute to Jesse, OKF Nation, King, OKF Nation. All right. Big time salute to Knicks on NYC. My man D from LA. L Figgy, OKF's most requested caller. All right. Mr. Knicks 101. Big time salute to you as well. All right. Prince Charles, OKF Nation Plus. I do appreciate you, Prince Charles. New York Demon, Rolando G. All right. Rowan that Afro, all right? The Tasmanian, all right, big time salute to you. It's my man, OKF Nation. Tugboat Taylor, the captain of the OKF ship, all right? And Vinsanity, the great. This was a Toronto Raptors fan who just tweeted one time, but salute to him. He's talking about some wish the Raptors could have faced us so they could have got swept. It is what it is. Also, the Cashapp crew, my man Trey from Queens, Mo Breeze, Jersey Champagne, Jason, my man King from Brooklyn, Blue, Angie, OKF Nation, Ty, OKF Nation Plus, and L Figgy. Big time salute to all of y'all. All right. So look, now I wanna do the giveaway. So this is a creative way of doing the giveaway because I can't give all 17 of you a prize. All right. That's not happening. So now we're gonna pull from the pool of 17 and select one winner. But I got a very creative way of doing this, all right? All right, it's called the duck race. So each one of these people, and I'm going to say their names before I hit the start button to let you know who's on the list. And you can see them once the race starts. But number 1, Angie, my man Rob from ATL, Trey from Queens, Juan from Carolina, Joe from AC, my man Ty, all right, my man Rodney from the Bronx to ATL, Jesse, AP, the original 6, the OKF Doctor, that's my man Juan. All right, folks, Thomas, big time salute to him. Waltz P from Matter of Opinion. My man Papa Giorgio 718. Crim's dad, all right. Mikkel from Queens to AZ and Cleo. So these are the 17 people who made the pick. So I'm going to start the race, all right? And the winner of the race gets the prize. All right? So, are you ready? On your marks, get set, go. All right. So far, let's see who separates and takes the lead. All right. Uh-oh, Cleo's in front. Uh-oh, hold the fort down. I see Cleo taking the lead. Uh-oh. I got Miguel on her heels right now. Let's see how this goes. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remain in the duck race. Okay. Uh-oh. The original six is catching up, Cleo. You losing your lead. Uh-oh. Jesse coming up strong as well. Salute to Jesse. All right. So this is the race to see who wins the Pick'em Challenge. All right. So hopefully y'all enjoying the race. I'm not sure if y'all can hear the sound, but there's like ducks quacking. It's kind of crazy. All right. Big time salute to y'all. Uh-oh, Papa Giorgio. Papa Giorgio getting the lead. Cleo faded. Oh, no. Cleo faded. Let's go. AP, I see you. Who do y'all think is going to win? Got my man Miguel in the lead right now. Holding it down. Representing from Queens to AZ. Yeah. Okay, yo, we got another minute 38. Can Miguel hold on? I see my man Rodney from the Bronx to ATL. He catching up. But oh no, there goes Waltz P. Waltz P making a push. Holy cow. I see Angie. Angie creeping on the low with the lead. She got a little bit of a lead right there. Uh-oh, wait a minute. My man Ty emerges from the back. What's going on? Ty taking the lead. This is crazy. Oh my goodness. We got another minute. The excitement is too much. But I see my man Crim's dad. He's creeping up to the front. He's creeping up to the front right now. Crim's dad, he's in the lead. Cleo on his heels. But Rock from the ATL is making a push. Hey, yo, Rock from the ATL making a push right now. This is the Pick'ems Challenge giveaway. The winner of this race will receive the grand prize. All right. AP making a final push. But Rock from ATL, he holding on. He holding on. 30 seconds. Can you do it? Can you do it? Uh-oh. Wait, original six. The original six. Oh, Rock from ATL faded. Oh, the original six from Canada. He tried to hold it down. Wait a minute. But somebody from the Bronx to ATL, who is that? Rodney from the Bronx. Rodney from the Bronx. Rodney from the Bronx. Make some noise. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of lit. I never commentated a duck race ever before in my life. But Rodney, you are the winner, Rodney. Hold it down. Rodney, all you gotta do is send me an email. I'm gonna reach out to you because I actually have your contact, Rodney. So big time salute to Rodney for the win, man. He is the official winner. Let me just circle that. All right, what an exciting race. Just wanted to have some fun. You feel me? Just wanted to have some fun. But my man Rodney, he takes home the prize. All right, so let me X this out because this is annoying. Hold on, let me just get up out of there. All right, Rodney has won the race, the official Pick'ems giveaway. Yo, I'm in the live chat. Y'all hilarious. I see y'all. Yeah, man. So this is how I'm gonna do my giveaways, man. We gonna do the duck race giveaways. It's funny. And you know, the cool thing about it is you could have up to 100 people in the race. So let me get back to the phone lines. And by the way, if you're feeling the content and if you want to be a part of the next duck race, all you got to do is be a part of the Pick'em Challenge. But smash that like button. All right. And then subscribe if you're not subscribed. Okay. So yeah, that's the Pick'ems Challenge. That's the way it goes down. And I'm gonna be doing more Pick'ems Challenge giveaways, you know, and salute to the people who always support as well. But how you get a part of that is you have to make a pick. Knicks in 6, Knicks in 4, Knicks in 5. I keep record of it. You see that? Bam. And then at the end, I do a prize giveaway. So that's all you have to do to be a part of the Pickems giveaways. Just say that. You ain't got to do nothing else. There's no websites, no phone numbers, no emails, none of that. All right? All right, let me get back to these phone lines. Let's see where I was at. Rod, Charlie. Okay, this is a first-time caller. Let's see who this is. 646-995-8389. If I miss your call, I will call you back for sure. I'm going to do a couple of more calls, and there's a couple of more topics I want to get into. Hello.
Hey, what up, Karan?
What's going on? What's your name and where you calling from, family?
My name is John from Flatbush, Brooklyn, by way of Laurel, Maryland.
No doubt, man. Flatbush in the house, man. So, yo, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Where we going, man? I mean, James Harden talking craziness, man. He said that the Cavaliers are a better team than the Knicks. What do you got to say to that?
That's just pride, man. We all hoop. That's literally just pride. I get it. He's wrong, but I'm not even gonna tell you. I wouldn't say something like that if I was hooping myself. So
I would have just said like, "Yo, nah, they're not better than us," or I wouldn't have said we were better than them. I think that's a reach.
No, he should have just said the better team won and kept it moving. That's all he should have said.
Bingo.
The better team won. Boom. Next question. But he wants to let his pride. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we all have pride. I could see myself saying the same thing.
So what was your thoughts last night seeing us get back to the finals for the first time in 27 years?
Man, I've been a Knicks fan since 99, bro. I was 10 years old watching us play. And it's crazy because now that I'm an adult, I'm hearing, oh, we didn't have a shot. We was an 8th seed. You couldn't tell me nothing at 10 years old. I thought we was going to win. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to just talk about. I'm already championship prepared. I'm already thinking about next year. You know what I'm saying? I already know next year Leon Rose is cooking up something, and who in the East is gonna challenge us? We literally broke the whole Eastern Conference.
That's a fact.
Literally, we broke the whole East. Boston don't know what to do. Jaylen Brown is over there single-handedly ruining Boston's entire legacy.
That's a fact.
With his, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what's going on with the Pacers. Embiid is signed until 2030. I can keep Atlanta. They got Jalen in Detroit. They got Jalen Durant, who's a fraud. I can keep going.
Hey, yo, his max is crazy. He got a super max.
Today, they just getting started.
That's crazy. So he gonna want to get paid because he was all NBA.
Exactly. They messed up because that should have been catch spot. They
Bingo.
totally messed that up.
Thank you. We talked about that the other day as well.
That up.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, but I'm not surprised. Like they mess a lot of things up.
Sure do.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is our year. I already know Leon is already cooking up something. And I heard you mention the video of him crying. I checked it out, and it's like, oh my God, he's like his daughter just got married. Crying.
Right. You seen that?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe like it's happening. You know,
the hard work.
Like it hit him. Mm-hmm.
10
That's what it was,
seconds.
and it made I almost teared up. But I'm saving my tears for the championship. All right.
Bingo.
So let's be the first team in NBA championship to get the in-season tournament and an NBA championship. All right, so it's our year, y'all. I know we pissing everybody off. And to be honest, Karan, I feel like you ain't even got to tell Knicks fans to be cocky. We already cocky. That's why they hate us already.
Mm-hmm.
They hate us already.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I literally had somebody message me talking about, oh, y'all don't deserve this. I'm like, we don't deserve this. Are you really that negative?
They
like,
bugging.
What? You came out your way to tell them we don't deserve this? Yo, turn your TV off, man. Don't watch basketball until October.
Your basketball pass is revoked, man. But look, John, man, I appreciate you, man. Flatbush in the house.
Karan. You
No
already
doubt.
know. Shout out to Brooklyn College.
That's a fact. All right, big time.
Yeah, man. Later, bro.
No doubt. That's my man John from Flatbush. He said he was 10-99. He probably knows somebody I know. Salute to all the Bush heads in the building. Always representing. You get my girl L Figgy in the building. All right. This is OKF's most requested caller. All right. Don't think I forgot. I'm gonna give you all of the stats. All right. In this video. I just want to get a couple of more people up in here. We're gonna talk about the stats. All right. El Figgy. Hopefully she can answer. What's going on? El Figgy.
What's up? What's up, Karan? What's up, chat? What's up, OKF Nation? How we doing today, guys? Yo. Woo.
Lot going on. Got a lot going on. Making history.
Yes. Can you hear me, Karan?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I could hear you. I thought I saw a little echo here before in a minute. But, yo, by the way, shout out to the caller right before me, John. I think I might hit him up with a callback. He was fire, man. I loved everything he was talking about.
Definitely cooking.
Yes.
What's your thoughts on James Harden crazy comment, though? That the Cavs are better. Like, seriously?
I want to be, look, man, I want to be respectful, but it has to be said. I can see now why Kobe said he'll never win a championship. Now, I can see it now. I understand where Kobe was coming from now. Have you ever seen, there's a compilation about, it shows James Harden in playoff situations where, like when he was in Brooklyn, where KD was getting on him, like every single playoff series he was in, and somebody like talking to him, and it brought it all the way back to yesterday when Donovan Mitchell was trying to get him going. He just doesn't have that in him, man. James Harden is doing James Harden stuff, and I don't know who in the Cavs front office thought that this was the answer to their problems, but they just created a whole mess over there.
Yeah.
Now, are they going to be able to get rid of him this summer, or what's the deal with him?
Well, he got a play option, so they technically can't get rid of him. He wanted to re-sign. He wanted to restructure his deal. That's what he wanted to do, a deal with them. But I don't know. The way the owner's talking, he said, we're going to dig in this summer. Yeah.
Great. That's one. Yo, from a Knicks fan, yes, do that. That sounds good. Keep Kenny Atkinson. Keep James Harden. Keep the same energy. I love it.
100%. So that's where they are.
Yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is. If he's gonna, and look, I don't want to diminish what he's done. James Harden, he's a great player, but he's also the guy. He patented that foul baiting nonsense with the leg kick. He's done some good and he's done some bad.
Yep.
He's not perfect, and for him to be talking like that is crazy. And again, Kenny Atkinson's post-game interviews, crazy. They're talking crazy over there. I don't know what they're thinking
he's not
over
getting
there.
fired, right? He's going to be back. They're bringing him back.
I heard. That's why I said, man, good. I love that. To piggyback off of what John just said, man, the Knicks have completely.
10 seconds.
The East is just, it belongs to us now. Who's going to come for us now? Let the Cavs continue to dig your hole greater, man. This is beautiful for us. But when are you doing the Pickems show? Is that tonight?
No, that's after when the series is over, officially over.
Okay.
But tonight we're gonna do we're gonna talk more about the series because I want to kind of see who gets the edge. So this would be probably around a 10 o'clock start because I want to do it when the game is going off. So and we'll talk more about
for everybody. Yeah, man. For everybody in the chat who's not yet a member of this channel, guys, you guys really got to get on this. Karan is doing 2 shows a day. He's doing members only Discord chats. He's doing member only panels during games. Y'all, man, the membership is where it's at, guys. Let's go, Knicks. Let's just, now we have to simmer down, unfortunately, and just relax for the next 9 days. But this is why Karan's channel is important, y'all, because it's going to keep us fed until then.
Oh, yeah. We talk about Knicks every day. I'm not sure if I'm doing twice a day, but definitely every day we're going to be right here for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Yo, appreciate you, Karan.
Oh, thank you. All right. Big time salute. All right. I'm glad she did that. Let me do a quick segue into the membership because I don't really promote the membership like that. I mean, it kind of promotes itself, because a lot of times, you know, the members are always promoting the channel and giving away memberships to each other. But really quickly, since she gave me that powerful segue, I got to take advantage of it, man. All you got to do is join the channel. All right. And I'm not sure if this is just for me and my profile, but they got like a special deal right now. I'm not sure if this is for everybody, but you could get a discount on your first month. Right. And then let me see. You'll be reminded. So they got a special right now. If you want to join the channel, you could join it for free for 1 month. Okay, this is a YouTube special. It's not my special. It's a YouTube special, but it comes with a lot. Like Figgy said, you know, we got a lot of members only content. I got well over 80 members only exclusive content. I got a series called the Unfiltered Thought series, which has a lot of fire content. We got the members only panels, members only Sundays. We got the members only watch parties. We're going to do one on Thursday as well. This membership comes with a lot. Of course, we got the Knicks Tape Madness Discord server. That's where the real fun happens. So all you got to do is join. I didn't even know they had this special plan. I'm not sure if this is just for my account because this is not my main account. This is like one of my personal accounts. So they're giving me a deal. So all you got to do is just check to see if you get a deal as well. But you get your first month off, all right, if you join the channel. All right. Thank you, Figgy, for that segue. All right. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Channel members holding me down, as always. I got the best channel members in the world. Let me keep the calls coming in. I'm going to take a couple of more, and then I want to get into some other little things I wanted to discuss. Let me get, since we're on the OKF ladies, I might as well get another one that's in the building. The OKF ladies are fire. They know the game of basketball, and they always have great calls. Let's see. Hopefully, Angie is available.
Karan, what's going on?
What's going on, Angie? Talk to me, man. Talk to the people.
I tell you, I'm on 1,000. I give myself 48 hours to stay on 1,000, and so I'm still on 1,000.
You got to.
Yeah, have to. And I love what the previous caller said. We stay on 1,000. That's why we have all the haters. You know, because even when we were at the bottom of the barrel, we still, you know, rock with our Knicks, you know, confidently. So they can keep hating. But I do want to comment on the James Harden ridiculous comments. And this is the thing about what came to me was what we got to remember. James Harden loyalty has always been to whoever holds his purse strings, right? So whoever holds his, because think about when he was at OKC, he left and they were going to offer him $50 million. He just couldn't wait. They didn't answer him quick enough. Remember? Every team he's been on, you know, from Houston to Brooklyn, it's always been about the bag. It's not about the game with Harden. With all the great, you know, skills that he has, his primary focus has always been about his bag. And so when I heard Harden say that, and then when you just gave us the alert about Dan Gilbert saying he's staying pat, then that just solidified it for me. He's riding with Dan Gilbert. Dan Gilbert doubled down that I don't care what we look like. I don't care what Atkinson said. I don't care that we play garbage, you know, defense. I'm staying with this team. So Harden is in Gilbert's pocket. That's who he needs to give him that extension. So that's why he's just echoing what Dan Gilbert is saying. So that's all he cares about. He knows it's not true. He's just trying to get his extension. So I totally get it, because that's the pattern of James Harden. It's not about the game, it's about his pocket, because he's garbage. He's washed up. And so, you know, the thing about the Knicks, none of us saw the Knicks that we're seeing now, even though we knew they were capable, but to see the manifestation of it before our eyes, I think is blowing all of us away. It's, you know, to see just, you know, from all 10, 11, even when he goes, the 10 that he goes with, everybody knows what they're doing. And it's just a wonderful thing, you know, to see. But I'm going to say this. Before the West Coast finals started, as far as the Eastern Conference finals, I picked the Spurs. And the reason I picked the Spurs is because I believe, just like we started building the Knicks to beat Boston, I believe the Spurs have been in that same space. You know, they are built. I believe they're built to beat OKC. And I was waiting for OKC to make some type of significant change, especially with them holding 16 first round picks. And to me, they came back with the same team. And so I still believe it's going to be the Spurs in either 6 or 7 games. And so if that happens, that's fine. But even if it's OKC, I think Cat has something to prove. He's going to prove. If we end up with OKC, it's going to be Cat series. Cat is going to smoke Chet because he's going to let the world know, oh, you picked him to be an all NBA team player? Oh, Cat's not going to play. And I think the whole team is going to rally behind him. So it don't matter, OKC or the Spurs. Hands down, I'm still picking 5 games. But, I believe it's going to be the Spurs coming out.
Right. I'm with you, man. Angie,
Yeah.
big time salute. Great call as always. And will you be coming up to the parade?
Absolutely. Hey, I already bought a ticket. I'm going to be in the city for game 3.
Oh, really?
Because I have to experience it. So, one of my best friends from college, she lives in Manhattan. So I was like, listen, I'm there. I just got to be in that atmosphere. And I'm coming to the parade. I'm absolutely not missing that parade.
Okay.
So, Karan, I'm going to buy another ticket. Yeah, for the parade as well. Yes.
That's what's up. That's fire. We definitely gonna meet up. Like wherever they decide to put it at, we're gonna meet like right before it, like down the block, so we could all gather together. And then boom, we're gonna head to that parade together. We're gonna be OKF Nation for real.
I'm there. So just book me for that. There's no way in the world I'm missing that.
That's fire.
All right. So
I appreciate you, Angie.
Smash those likes, and I'll be on tonight as well.
All right. Big time.
All right. Okay. Be good. Be blessed. Bye-bye.
Now, I told you the OKF ladies, man, fire. Once they get on the line, they set the phone ablaze. Let me see if Lopez is ready to talk again. Lopez, what's good?
Brother. Oh man, I'm still reveling in this win that we had last night, man. Just the day before the game yesterday, I was just playing all the different pundits as they was making fun of Kenny. Now everybody's making fun of Harden. I want to know what they over there doing. Are they smoking Cleveland rocks? Are they smoking Cleveland rocks? Like that song said, Cleveland rocks? Cause bruh, I just don't understand these takes. I get it. You want to try to, as a coach, you want to defend your team. But there's 1,000 better ways you could have said, hey, I think my guys gave the best effort they could give given the circumstances, and leave it like that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I think Harden could have said, listen, I gave my all through, 18 games, and leave that open to interpretation, like saying we respect without making an excuse, but giving a reason as to why you were terrible. But for you to really sit there and defend yourself and say that you felt that you defended decently and you got guys open shots, dog, you have 3 games where you had more turnovers than field goals made. That's over a quarter of your playoff games in your career are like that. Your career.
That's deep.
Not this postseason, not this series, your career. I think, it's like a few days ago, I was saying that, basketball players are humans and, we got to remember that sometimes. Yeah. I think this dude needs to remember he's a human and go get some mental health, some therapy or something, because it's no way you could be sit there and give a self-assessment of yourself and said, I think I did pretty well. You didn't win a game. You had 3 games with more turnovers and field goals. It's like
that, but that's why Jalen. But that's why Jalen Brunson is him, because Jalen Brunson doesn't do that. He takes all accountability.
Brunson, if he goes out there and scores 40 and we lose, he will point out 10 reasons why, and not talk about the 40 he put up.
Bingo.
That's a winner right there. That's a winner mentality, because a winner mentality is not about, hey, well, I got 40 tonight. I was the MVP of the season. Exactly. But you're sitting at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of that kind of stuff matters. We're at the point where this is about mental. This is more mental than physical at this point.
Yeah.
So like how the Knicks were, last year, they were coming off the games and we're built for this, and And it was a little bit more braggadocio in what happened to that. So I think when you get into that mindset of really locking in, you see the type of the responses that the Knicks are giving this year. When you're just lackadaisical and lack accountability and just living in a fantasy world and probably smoking some substance, you give the kind of response that James Harden and Kenny Atkinson been giving. It just doesn't make any sense. Maybe they wanted, a spotlight and felt, any publicity is good publicity. But this is just pure stupidity.
Thank you, man. Yo, man, look, thank you, Lopez. You always got the fire calls, and I appreciate you, my brother.
Appreciate you, man.
No doubt.
Yes, sir.
All right. I like him bringing up some of the other comments the brother made. I could have went there, but there's a lot to talk about today. But I'm glad he brought that to the table so you could see the delusion. All right. So you could see the delusion. Hold on. Really quickly. Hold on. Wait, Rock, give me a second. Let me get my man Ty up in here. I see you on the call back, Rock. What's good, Ty?
Yo.
What's good, man?
Man. Everything, man. Orange and blue skies. You know what I'm saying? Orange and blue skies, literally, man.
We got delusions of grandeur. James Harden talking about the Cavs are the better team.
Mm-hmm.
He can't be humble in defeat.
Yeah. No, I mean, he went off of, the analytics. No, I'm just joking.
No, you're right. It was the analytics.
Yeah, but that's fool's gold, man. That's just that. Yeah, they just trolling at that point. See, we gotta look at it this way, honestly. James Harden, and like Angie said, he's just making sure he has another bag, coming.
Right.
Excuse me. And at the end of the day, see, James already know the narrative. See, having a PR is really good. Someone who helps you and preps you before you speak, what to say. He doesn't want to pay for that. So, he's sounding how he's playing, you know what I mean?
Right.
Which is like ignorant. James Harden, I don't know if we know this stat, but James Harden has 12 assists throughout the whole ECF. 12 assists out of 4 games. 12.
That's sad.
12 assists against the Knicks the whole 4 games. So when you're talking about a player declining, you can look at James Harden. He's declining, and he's holding on. He's holding on to his contractual agreements because he knows. So we need him to stay in Cleveland because that's going to make them porous. They're going to have to honor his contract, whatever the case may be. But enough about him. He's really, like I said, he's really bad.
Yeah.
And he knows it. We have made a lot of people look really silly. When it first started, right?
Right.
They looked at Cleveland on paper and they said, "Well, man, you got James Harden with Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, that was fire. It looked good on paper. That's what he's still in the beginning of the season. That's why that's why they couldn't advance. Right. His mentality is still in the beginning of the season. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So when you're talking about us moving forward, we needed him to say that, guys. We needed him to say that. We need every team to continue what they're doing to us. Angie took the words out of my mouth. She made a fine. Let me tell you something. They gave Jalen Brunson that trophy last night because Cat's going to get his MVP for the finals. Cat is about to go off. Bro, he is tired. He got robbed so many times. That's why he's sitting at the podium drinking his juice, laughing, wearing all his Knicks apparel. He already knows. He already knows what he's about to do. These were precursors. And the reason why I know this is going to happen is because everybody has downplayed their run. Even how historic it is, the numbers alone has never, ever, ever been done in an association ever.
That's facts.
That's with every championship team you can think of. These Knicks, and because, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this looked like March Madness, bro. These Knicks made this playoff run look like March Madness, man.
Yep.
And we know what they looked like when they was in March Madness with them Villanova. They making this look like college, man. That run they did, and that's why Josh Hart brought it up, man. He brought it up like him and Mikal. They brought that up, man. And Jalen Brunson made a joke. He was like, "Look, me and Mikal got 2. Josh got 1." Josh didn't smile when he said that. Josh had on his black suit. Josh looked smooth, sipping wine, because that means no worries.
That's
no
a fact.
worries. He got no worries. The Knicks' mind state is on a whole nother level. They at practice today, right now, bro. They all said it. They at practice today, right now.
Scouting.
You understand? Fam, they listen. And at the end of the day, and I'm gonna say a few points. I'm gonna get out of here. Leon Rose is a rose that grew from the concrete jungle of New York, man. Nobody believed it. He sprouted right in the middle of New York, man. Right. And he blossomed us into this juggernaut, man. Nobody's prepared to face the Knicks. Right now, most people will say that the Spurs and OKC, these are the rumblings, that's really the finals. Mm-hmm. But now the Knicks are changing the narrative of that. Now they're trying to figure out, well, who is going to represent the West to play these Knicks? Because I'm going to be honest with you, it's not going to stop. We're going to put up 40. We're going to win by 30. I'm telling y'all, I do not see us losing another game. I don't see it. I know.
Wow. So you on that train too. Okay.
Listen, I've tried to wrap my head around it. I tried to see because the Knicks don't know how to lose, Karan. They don't know how to lose.
So do you think in the next Pickems giveaway it's gonna be like 40 people up in there, all Knicks in 4?
I'm not because y'all said I bullied people into it, and I ain't even win nothing. I was giving yo, Karan, I was cracking up. I looked at my dog. I said, what kind of soup was that?
No, it's all random. Look. To the people who are offended by their suits, it's random. Everything is random. No, I don't design nothing.
No, I wasn't offended. Yo, that was the best.
No, to anyone who may have been offended. I just, I didn't design the ducks.
Karan was like, yeah, we gonna put Ty in this all black police suit. Like, what was that? Like,
yo, and you know what I'll do next time? I'm gonna set it up in front of y'all so y'all can see that I didn't pick it. Because there's gonna be somebody, you picked that duck.
That was so creative, Karan. I was over here cracking up, man, because we needed that, man. So you're dope behind that. But you know what? We all won. Everybody that was in that race, we all called it. We won. Yeah. So we all won. We all won. You know what I'm saying? We can buy the merch if we really want the merch. I'm gonna buy Cleo some merch for her and her children because I thought I was giving away mine. So I'm gonna go ahead and get her a couple of hoodies or something. So I'm gonna go on there and do that for my sis. Yeah,
I appreciate that.
But yeah. But real quick, man. Yo, you know, when we looking at this team right now, I just want y'all to really be clear. Don't get mad at these people for coming at us because we're gonna go into these finals, no matter what we did over here. We're gonna go into these finals as underdogs. We already know that. Everybody's picking. They're gonna pick the Spurs or they're gonna pick OKC. The ironic part is, this is why I say we are a team of destiny, is because when you look at the team that played us before, right? When you look at the team that played us before in these playoffs, they all had to go long series. Our longest series was with Atlanta. After that, we coasted. Every other team that played before they played us had to go through a grueling series, even the Spurs and OKC. So this is why I'm saying is destined. I know people like to say the basketball gods. I don't speak on God's name like that, but I'm saying I truly believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that these Knicks, they probably come close to losing a game, but because they're unconscious, they don't know how to lose. And Mike Brown said it best at the podium. He said they just can win in a variety of ways. They don't, he basically said there's no weakness for the Knicks.
That's a fact.
He said it without saying it, KP.
No, I'm with you.
He said it without saying it.
I'm with you.
I know you guys are, there's some people who fear OKC. There's some people who fear the Spurs. But for whatever this is, maybe I'm delusional Knicks fan.
Nah, you're not.
But these Knicks, if the Knicks was squeaking out these wins, I would be with y'all. I'm like, yeah, man, maybe in 6, y'all. I'm a realist. But we're not squeaking out a win. So even if the Spurs score 100 or OKC score 108, we're putting up 130 points per game.
That's a fact.
With the #1 defense.
No.
You can't. What are you going to do? You don't know who you're going to get shot by. You got Landry Shamet, he's sitting over there as a sniper. You got Deuce McBride. He don't care if you're sitting in front of his face. You know, Anunoby, he coming to you. He running at you. Right. Brunson, everybody focused on him. Then you got the tower sitting out there floating around like the skyscraper in Cat. You don't know what to do. Then you got the guy with the glue, just Ramboing everything that he's next to. Josh, this team is built not just for this year. I gotta give this to Figgy. I gotta give it to Figgy. I have to give it to my sister. I have to. She was the only one who said it, and I have to concede to it because I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this team, and I said, you know what? El Figgy did it, man. She done brought me home.
Let's go.
I don't want to let nobody go, bro. Keep the team as it is. This team is the team is too historic to mess with a piece of anybody.
I agree.
Anybody.
But
you're gonna get rid of some
really quickly though, right? And I'm gonna let you get your final word, right? But look, tonight I'm gonna talk about the Greek salad tonight. There's some news about the Greek. Not that I want the Greek salad.
I heard it.
But we're gonna talk about the Greek salad tonight. We got to.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Because Figgy brought me home on that because I'm like, yo, why, if it ain't broke, do not fix it. Don't touch it. Leave it alone.
100%.
But see, Leon Rose, we have weaknesses that nobody can see. Our in-house see it, but nobody else can see it. I think he's gonna fix that.
Of course.
I think he's gonna fix that. So Huck Porty, or we might trade away Dottier or whoever for some extra pieces, because instead of us going 10 deep, we probably be able to go 12 deep, and that's what the Golden State Warriors would do all the time. Steve Kerr used everybody on that bench, man.
Bingo.
So anyway,
I appreciate you, Ty.
All right, so
no doubt, you joining the right team, big time.
All right,
what's up?
Salute, orange and blue skies, y'all.
Big time. Yeah, salute to that, because salute to Figgy, because she was the only one that convinced me as to why keeping the team the same makes sense. We're gonna talk more about that tonight. I got a couple of callbacks. Big time salute to No Strays. All right, it's been a minute since we've seen you, No Strays. He says, peace chat, checking in from Giannis' crib in Greece. Here's the first donation to Let's Go OKF, a finals ticket. Congrats to the Knicks winning the Eastern Conference Final. Hey, yo, you know what? That's the realest thing a Boston Celtic fan has ever said. All right. Now, I know you had some little slights with the whole Giannis crib. I mean, that's cool. But in terms of congratulating us to get into the finals, we take that. A lot of the opposing teams have been showing us a lot of grace, man, and congratulating us and wishing us well. We seen it with Philly. We seen it with Atlanta, right? We got Toronto Raptors fans sending in messages. Everybody besides the goddamn Cleveland Cavaliers. Where the hell are the Cavaliers fans? The weakest fan base in the NBA Association. But I appreciate you, No Strays, for that. And I'm glad you realize also that we will not be joining you in Cancun, okay? We got to get the last laugh over here, Nick Nation. By the way, so I got 2 callbacks. I got one from El Figgy, right? So I appreciate that. I'm gonna get the brother back on. But I also got my man Rock. He said he was triggered. So let me get my man Rock on the line as well. To the OKC people that sending me messages, man, call the phone, man. I'm not reading your messages. Call the phone. All right. And I hope when we get the series popping, because y'all did pick y'all, I hope y'all show up. Because y'all ain't called up yet. We already got a guy named the Bronzeville Spurs fan who's my mans, but he's annoying as hell. But he is my mans in them. At least he got the heart to come into the Lions den. Will you have the heart to come on the Lions den? All right, because I'm not going to lie. It's not going to be easy calling up the show. We're going to put a lot of pressure on you. You feel me? But yeah, I'm going to get John on the line. What's good, Rod?
It was good, Kay.
What else you got to add?
So,
Go ahead.
Let me ask you that. I said it before. Can you see us repeating after this?
Yo, L Figgy, right? I'm glad this is a great segue because, I felt like that was a cliffhanger. L Figgy had the most convincing argument as to why we should keep the team the same. Yes, teams should get better next year, right? And make moves. But her logic is this. This is the first year of Mike Brown. The first year. We never got a chance to see what he would do with the same team in the second year, a second offseason, adding new plays, working on your craft. Because when you look at all of the champions that we had, OKC, they've been together for a while, a couple of years. Boston, they've been together for a little while. We hadn't got a chance to see this team. Yes, we know the roster was the same as last year, but no, under Mike Brown, clearly this is a different team. So the argument is next year you come back with the same team. Of course, you could increase the bench. You may get a legend or two, via free agency. Who knows, right? And then you bring the same team back with those additions, right? It may not be Greek salad level, but it's still going to be good, right? So you're going to make additions. We're not saying that. But we're talking about keeping the core intact and running it back. So based on that, I think we could. Because I think that this team, I could see us winning 70 games next year. You come off a championship like this, especially if you sweep the championship. I'm not saying we're going to sweep, but if you sweep the championship, man, Rock, man, what are we talking about, man? I think they deserve another shot. You don't think so?
Of course. You know what? Everything that transpired until now, I've been calling it since the beginning of the season. 10 games in, when I started seeing them whipping the ball, I said, yo, man, we finals bound. And I've been right ever since. But I didn't know we was going to do historic numbers as far as blowing people out like this.
Right.
But I have to admit, though, and I was fighting against it. I'm falling in line behind El Figgy and you. Yeah, we should keep the team together, man. Because I was like, yo, let's get that salad, man. Are you nuts? You crazy? But I've never seen nothing like this, and nobody else has ever seen anything like this.
Never seen it.
So we dare not tamper with this.
Bingo.
Because right now we got too many ways to slice the onion in ways that nobody ever seen. So let's not mess that up. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. I'm with you.
But but shout out to last two calls, Todd and Angie. I want to build on something Angie said, and I forgot about it, man. A knock towards James Harden when she said all he care about is that bag. Let me add to this: when he went to Brooklyn, you remember how that offense looked. That offense was crazy. Nobody was dealing with them, right?
Right. Yep.
Yo, because Kyrie didn't want to take this shot, and he got a little frustrated. He up and ran to Philly because he was promised the bag. Yo, if he cared about winning, knowing how the offense looked, you think he would have stuck around, at least got a chip under his belt, and then we could have went a little softer and said, well, he does have a championship under his belt. But now he didn't even want to do that. He was so crazy, so money hungry. I mean, how much money can you make? It's
James
crazy.
Harden, he just man. It's crazy.
The whole thing is to win, to get a championship. And then you can relax and collect whatever money. That's the whole thing. Get that under your belt. That's what's important. This dude didn't want that. He just kept chasing that money, man.
The only hope Cleveland has is that, let me tell you the hope that Cleveland has. The only hope. James Harden gives them a real discount. We talking like $20 million a year, right? And then they sign LeBron. And then they move off for Allen or Mobley to get somebody else that could help them, and then replace get a center. And then maybe they might have some hope to lose again to us, but at least it'll be better.
Okay, the way we looking, I don't even think your man LeBron want that smoke with us. He don't want to come back over here.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, right now he put up some Cleveland posts. He over there with them to me. That's how I see it. But you just never know. And it don't have to be him. There's a couple of other people that you may could get as well. That you may have that we may not be thinking about.
Yeah, and if Giannis goes somewhere in the East, Yo, he can't at least not the first year or second year won't be able to see us. So he's gonna have to take another back seat and waste 2 years off his career.
Yeah,
Not the way we're looking right now, man.
I don't think no team in the East could trade for him without trading their first or second best player. So that's saying a lot. Now, if you were to do like how we wanted to do it, you know, not to say I'm not even gonna put it out there, but you kind of know the package and still have a big three. No, I don't see nobody else doing that. You know, because of money, not because of you got to trade a star. It's because of the way the money is situated. A lot of these teams are strapped. They don't have a lot of salary to just move.
A little giggle. What if the Greek salad just stay there and stay put, don't sign with nobody?
Nah, that's not happening.
Live out his contract and just come over here reduced just to get 3 straight.
Okay, now you're talking about. All right, listen, Rock, I appreciate you on the call back. That'd be crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that'd be crazy. And stranger things have happened. I wouldn't be mad at it because, man,
you're correct. What if all of them take a little bit of a cut to fit everybody under the umbrella and just win 6 straight?
It's possible. It's possible because we wouldn't shy to go into the second apron at that point. It's possible.
That sounds like a joke or some imagination stuff, but if you could get a team that win 5 or 6 straight, because everybody took a little bit of a haircut, you're making that money back in endorsements.
Bingo. But man, I appreciate you on the call back. That's crazy, but I would not be surprised if that happens. No doubt.
All right, bro.
Salute. All right. That's my man Rock on the call back. I do appreciate that. Him and Ty are the call back kings. As long as you don't trigger them, they won't call back. But as soon as you trigger them or you say something they want to respond to, they will call back. All right, hold on. Let me my man John from Flatbush. All right, get my brother on the line right here. That's fire. You get requested back on your first call. Smash that like button on the way in. We talking about James Harden and his ridiculous comments.
Yo,
what's good, John? Yo, they loved your call, man. They wanted you to call back. L Figgy, she said she wanted to hear you again, man. She wanted you to drop some more science on us, man.
That.
All right. Yo, hold on, really quickly. You said you was 10 and 99?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was trying to see if I know you, but nah, you're younger than me. But okay.
Yeah.
No doubt. So where else you would like to go, man? What's your thoughts on the potential competition for the next round with the Spurs and OKC?
I prefer, for obvious reasons, the Spurs because we beat them more than we beat the Thunder during the regular season. And plus, because of Karl Anthony Towns' gravity, Wemby got to come out. Right. So I feel like that alone gives us an advantage.
Okay.
But either way, I feel like both teams, they just beat the crap out of each other. And the best part about us, we're completely healthy.
That's a fact.
So we just gotta just rest up and just chill out, take notes, and just make sure we're 100% for the finals.
Right. Well, I'm gonna say this: the regular season, there's no correlation between that and the playoffs. So just because the team beat you, and especially this Knicks team, like we would have swept Detroit. We would have did the same exact thing to Detroit.
Absolutely.
Like, beat down.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
I told a Boston fan today the same thing.
Yeah, 100%. We just got a Boston fan that sent me a super chat just a while ago talking about congrats on getting to the Eastern Conference Finals. But yeah, we would have dusted them all off. We just best. That's why I like it that we beat these teams up the way we did, so that way they won't try to take away our credit and they're going to take it away anyway. They're already saying the East is weak.
Exactly. That's just an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
That's just an excuse. But going back, one of your callers, even before when I called, was asking about the championship, about the parade and all that.
Right.
And I do have some experience in that, but obviously not as a Knicks fan. But I was at the Yankees parade, and I was at both Giants parade.
Okay.
So
where were they at?
The parades, they happen in Lower Manhattan, like around Bowling Green, and they go up to Yeah, around there, and they go up the Cannon of Heroes. Yeah, I used to
I
work
don't
in that
like that.
area, so even if you, that's how it's been.
Man, Mom
What would you
Donnie got it
prefer?
now. Mom Donnie got to give us 7th Avenue, man. I'm sorry, man. We got to get 7th
Oh,
Avenue,
you want to
dog.
go past the Garden? You want to go
I
past
want
the
to be over
Garden?
there, man. Come on, dog.
Oh,
Those
that's not
teams
the
don't
New
play at
York
Manhattan.
tradition.
Huh?
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. You're right.
Mom Donnie, yo,
But
he put a tweet out. I
traditionally,
was going to respond to it. He put a tweet out saying New York forever. Listen, Mom Donnie, if that's the case, if that's your energy, we need the whole 7th Avenue, dog.
no, that'd be dope.
We got to sell it off,
Yeah,
dog.
I never thought about that. I never thought about that.
Because when you said
I
it,
just know
you said Bowling Green, right? That's where the Liberty had it.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
where they
where
had
all the teams have it. That's where all the teams have it.
Mm.
Traditionally in New York City, that's where the championship parades happen. Lower Manhattan.
So that's like by
Yeah,
like the 4 train over there.
exactly. A lot of the trains over there.
Right.
Yeah, like they pass. You gotta go past the Bull. The Bull, the tourist attraction,
Yep.
all that. So I remember like just coming out the train, especially for the Yankee parade, and it was just a sea of people.
Yeah.
And I just know for this, New York City, everybody's a Knicks fan. It's not like we're split between Yankees, Mets and whatever.
Right.
Like everybody's a Knicks fan, so I just know it's gonna be 10 times as big.
So that's
You know
why they go.
what I'm
They
saying?
might have to expand that, man. Like,
Yeah. You think 7th Avenue's bigger?
I think that the way I want to do it. No, listen to how I want to do it. I want to go down the whole 7th Ave. You feel me?
Just keep going.
Just keep going. You feel me? The whole joint, all the way down to like past 14th. Lock it off.
That's actually a good idea.
You feel me?
We gotta start a petition with Mondani.
Yeah, we got to start a petition because
somebody in his office listening.
Yeah, not facts. And listen, Mondani, I'm putting this out for you. You are a Knicks fan. This is a big deal. We need 7th Avenue, dog. You could lock it down for one day. Do it on the weekend so nobody really cares. We take it over. Bam. Knicks fans going crazy. Because we're already going crazy. You can't stop it. Yeah, I know you shut down the watch parties. No. It's all right. That's not the championship anyway. But when we get the championship, we got to go crazy, man. We need all types of people out there, and if you do the 7th Avenue, now you have a longer, there's more space for people.
That makes sense.
The longer you go.
Sense.
Yeah, you can't confine us to a small area.
Is that where the Macy's Day Parade is? Is that 7th Avenue?
Yo, I never been. No, I'm not going to say I've never been. It's been a minute since I've been.
See,
probably like the 90s is the last time I went to that.
Yeah, same.
So I don't even know where the parade is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like for some reason the 7th Avenue, because they go off that Macy's. The Macy's is on the 7th Avenue, right? If I'm not mistaken.
It ain't that 6, but it's a block long, so it could be on 7th too.
Yeah. We around the same area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, around that same. Yeah, you got to do it down 7th. You could do it going towards the Garden or going away. It don't even matter. As long as it's on 7th Avenue.
It don't matter.
We good.
Yeah.
Maybe make it go away so that way you could easily get rid of people. Because if it's going towards the Garden, we going to want to stay. You feel me? If it's going towards the Garden, we going to be there all day. Like, yo, man.
The Bronx. They got to go towards the Bronx.
Yeah, go towards the Bronx. Yeah, nobody going to hang out over there. That's a fact.
They're going to come right back. They're going to come right back.
They're going to come right. Oh, that part. Yeah, that part. That part. But yo, man, I appreciate you, John, man. Great call, man. Hopefully you call up some more, man.
Oh, for sure. I have to now, man.
Big time.
You already know.
No doubt. All right. That's my man John out of Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? First time caller. First time I seen a first time caller get a call back. That's fire. That's fire. Let me see. My man Mr. Knicks 101 says, Knicks not have been to the finals in so long. The current Spurs starting lineup did not exist. That's crazy. That's crazy. But look, don't be so quick to give us San Antonio. I'm not trying to sound biased, but I did pick the Oklahoma City Thunder to win this series. The Oklahoma City Thunder are favored to win this game. So yeah, don't write yourself off that quickly. Ty, I see you. Give me 2 seconds, Ty. Hold on. I just want to get these 2 people up in here. me see if my man Isaiah Nix is here. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna talk about the review of the series tonight. I'm pushing those topics back. All right, and I'm still going to give y'all the stats as well. What's good? Isaiah Nix in the building. Where we going?
What's up, girl? How you been, man?
Nothing much,
I
man.
can't believe.
Let's go.
Yeah, I can't believe the Knicks, man. I can't believe they did it. They're going to the finals.
It's fire, man.
You know, I'm a young fan. You know, this is my first time experiencing this.
Yes, this is crazy. So I got a question for you. So being that this is your first time, you know, do you think that going forward, this Knicks team will create a culture of championships the way the Lakers and these other teams, like, because you're young now. So now, like, you're not like me. I came in the 90s and we were struggling. So now you got a chance to be young and experience this. How confident are you that Leon could keep that going?
Oh, I have a 10 out of 10 confidence. He's been swindling everybody. You know, I believe that he will continue to swindle people. And as long as we got Jalen Brunson on the team, I always believe too. I feel like it's a two tag combo. As long as Jalen Brunson and Leon Rose are together, right. I always believe. Always believe.
I'm with you.
That's how I feel about it.
Did you hear James Harden's ridiculous comments?
Yes, I did.
What was your thought?
His name against Dwayne Wade's ever again. I know people that really believe that he's better than Dwayne Wade all the time. And those comments, make it, no way he's not. Dwayne Wade would never say something like that. You would never catch Dwayne Wade saying something stupid.
Hell no. And Dwayne Wade is at least getting a game or two. He ain't getting swept like this. Not like this.
Yeah, he's not. Absolutely not.
I agree with that.
What were you gonna say, man?
No, that's cool. What was your thoughts on, because you're a younger Knicks fan, so I'm curious to know. You know, we seen Walt Frazier and Ewing, the guys. Well, I didn't grow up on Walt Frazier, but I grew up off Patrick Ewing. What was your thoughts seeing these guys who we herald because we seen them in real time, or we seen Ewing in real time, them passing off the torch? Does that mean anything to you as a Knicks fan? Or you like, I don't know who these people are. I just care about Jalen Brunson. Keep it real.
Oh no, I know who these people are.
Okay.
Like, I know who they've always been. I'm not an idiot. Now, I was gonna say, I believe it's a passing of the torch. I believe, this is Brunson's time. He is, like I say, he's on the Mount Rushmore of Knicks to me already. Right. And it was just further confirmation, them two giving it up, because those two are, those guys are on it too. And it's like, hey, let's induct you to the Mount Rushmore of Knicks, and let's have you continue it on and win one for us.
I'm with you, man. Hey, man, we on the verge of history right now, and you witnessing real time. I do appreciate you calling, my brother. That's all the questions I got for you, family.
No problem. Thank you, man. Bye-bye.
All right. Big time salute. It's my man Isaiah Nix in the building.
10 seconds.
Right. Get my man Yuri in the building. Right. And then I'm going to get the Ty on his call back. He says he's not triggered. But that's a good thing. See what Yuri wants to talk about. If he's still available.
Yo.
What's good? Hey, Yuri. How you feeling?
Oh, man. I celebrated last night, bro. The New York Knicks are heading to the end.
Let's go. Crazy, right? So what's your thoughts on James Harden trying to throw some shade or coping mechanisms? What's your thoughts on that?
Delusional. Delusional. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Delusional. We outplayed Cleveland for over the last 4 games. Yep. Cleveland had their in the bag, right? Cleveland had game 1 in the bag until Jalen Brunson became Jalen Brunson. Wasn't his best game, by the way.
Right.
Went on a 44-11 run. Attacked James Harden over and over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
That's number 1. Number 2, Cat outplayed Cleveland by himself. Literally. Meanwhile, Mitchell didn't even have his best series against Mobley and Allen.
Right.
And now the New York Knicks are in the NBA Finals.
That's fire.
Cleveland's broken because Cleveland is offering James Harden a multi-million-dollar deal.
Oh, is that new news?
That's new news officially.
Wow.
So Cleveland is running it back.
Oh yeah, they gonna get cooked.
So yeah, just today, the Cavaliers plan to sign James Harden to a multi-year deal this summer to keep him in Cleveland, per ESPN.
Wow.
From Sam Zavania.
Wow. That's deep. It shows the level of the franchise.
So Cleveland, this is all I gotta say to you. Please keep Harden. Ruin your franchise even more.
Right.
Then you're gonna see how he really loses the locker room. You're gonna see Kenny Atkinson lose the locker room. By the way, Kenny Atkinson staying in Cleveland. Come on.
Yeah. I know we talked about that. I broke that news.
And I got words to say about that. You're delusional. You should have been fired. Don't matter if you carried Cleveland to a 60-plus win season, got knocked out second round, and you just got embarrassed. You just got embarrassed.
10 seconds.
Yep.
But with that, the Cleveland organization has talked as baby. Salute.
All right, man. Big time. It's my man Yuri. Hold on. I see my man Zach. I got you, Ty. 2 seconds, Ty. Let me get my man Zach. OKF Nation in the building. What's good, Zach?
Yo, what's good, Karan?
Hey, man. We just talking about a whole bunch of topics, man. James Harden is bugging out. He says the Cavaliers is better than the Knicks.
Nino Brown.
The Nino. Oh, man.
That's obvious. That guy he's a parasite. Anywhere he goes, the team loses because he just sucks that team dry. That's just who he is as a player, unfortunately. You've seen it over and over and over again. The man his numbers are pathetic in the playoffs, as Ty brought up. I believe it was Ty. He just constantly has more turnovers than points. So, James Harden, thank God. The Knicks never even considered bringing him in. I would have been sick to my stomach if that had ever been entertained. So that's a great thing. Cleveland can have him. Whatever other team wants to have him, it's theirs. They can have him. Unfortunately, I'm going to throw some water on your pick of OKC, my guy. But I don't think AJ Mitchell or J-Dub is going to come back for this series, and AJ Mitchell might be out for the playoffs.
He dealing with the calf.
But it's not only that; it's the soleus muscle, which is the muscle that attaches the calf to the Achilles tendon.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually quite severe. Like that's the muscle that if you can't play around with, and one tweak, that there goes your Achilles. So AJ's probably done for the playoffs. I'm not a doctor. I only play one on TV.
No, you're right. You listen. You're right about that part, right? But they got Case and Wallace. I seen this guy get busy.
The problem is he doesn't dribble the ball well. He's a great shooter. He's a great spot-up guy, but the dribbling is an issue, and they need that's what AJ brought. They had another dribbler like Shea, and that's going to be a problem for OKC against the Spurs. Unfortunately, they need that additional dribbler. We saw what happened in this past game. Without anybody else to bring up the ball, the Spurs were really able to lock in on Shea and just hold it down from that point. So I don't think. I think it's possible, but it's likely improbable.
Okay, that's a fair point.
I just not to I don't care who we play. As I said last night, to me it's irrelevant. I think the Knicks are so locked in, it really doesn't matter who we play.
Right.
I just think it's most likely going to be the Spurs at this point due to injury.
That makes sense.
Yeah. This is I can't believe this Knicks team, man. They are so incredible. It's absolutely ridiculous how good they are on both sides of the ball. I think they're number one in defense in the playoffs, number two in the offensive side of the ball. 262 is their plus over the last 11 games, and that's the
100%.
most in the history of the regular season or playoffs.
Yep.
I mean, this team is amazing, and I'm just so excited that there's a good chance I'm gonna be at a parade in
I was
3
gonna ask
weeks.
that. So you flying out? All right, we gonna meet up.
Yeah, I'll be flying out. I made a deal with my wife. She said you can go.
Oh, that's
I was
fine.
like, thank you. Yeah, she gave me permission. She knows how much I love my Knicks, so I'll be out there. I'll be celebrating with y'all. We'll get a shot on me.
All right, no doubt, man. I appreciate you, man. Big time salute, family.
Big time to you guys and OKF Nation and everybody. Come on, get a membership. This is the best content on the net.
Thank you, Zach.
Appreciate you.
That's my man Zach, OKF Nation in the building. He's flying out from California, yo. We gonna be deep at the parade. All right. I'm gonna have to give up my man John out of Flatbush to talk with him because he knows how the parade works. So if they're gonna do it like how he said by the Bowling Green area, damn, I hope they don't though. It needs to be on 7th Avenue. Like, I don't understand why they won't do it on 7th Avenue. So I'm gonna let my man Ty, because my man Ty had something to say. He wanted to call back. But I'm gonna do the breakdown right after this call with the stats. What's good, Ty? You said you wasn't triggered, so I'm not going to treat this like a trigger.
No, I'm not triggered no more.
We all good today.
So, yeah, nah, we good every day, fam. We good every day. You know what I mean? No, I just wanted to chime in on a few things, man. Shout out to Zach Attack, man. That's my guy. He made some great valid points. Something I was gonna bring up too. Do you know? So, OKC would actually be the easier road for us, not the Spurs. And I know you're like, what? Because in the beginning, like, well, a healthy OKC, yeah, they would be competitive. But the thing is, Shea's only shooting 27% from 3-pointer, 38% from the field.
Yeah.
He's looking really bad. And Castle and Vassell and them boys, they on him. When you're looking at Mikal, you're looking at Josh, you're looking at Shamet, you're looking at OG, you're looking at our wings are no joke.
That's
all of them are 3 and D and more. All of them. You don't. So when we go against somebody like the OKC Thunder, they didn't see this team before. They squeaked out those wins in the regular season against us. Well, the one we lost by 1, they put them on the foul line. But the Spurs, the reason why I say the Spurs will be a little tougher, not that the Spurs is going to beat us. We're still going to probably beat them by 20, right. Each game, 15, 20 points. They just don't have enough, and them boys are going to be too young. When them boys get to the finals, and they looking at hungry dogs, you're talking about Mikal, who's been to the finals, you're talking about OG, who got robbed. His team won a championship, but he got robbed to go to the finals. You're talking about Jalen Brunson, where everybody said he could never make it to the finals and lead no team. You're talking about Cat, who been to the ECF with 2 different teams the last 3 years. Okay? You're talking about Josh Hart, who never won one, who never been to the finals. These boys, these men are hungry. They are hungry. And you know what? They're humble and hungry. That's dangerous. They're humble and they're hungry. That's dangerous, Karan. There's no recipe to defeat a person or a team like that.
Right.
When you humble and you're hungry, it's like what you can't do nothing with them. Yeah. Everybody on the Knicks roster, Shamet, he was on a 10-day. Look what he did for his career. Look what he did for his family, his life. His life is about to change. He knows that. And if he shows up in these finals and perform, Shamet shot 92% from the 3-point line, y'all, against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
That's a bag.
92% alone is getting him a whole bag.
That's a fact.
And you telling me to change his family life in the next series? Do you know what he's about to do?
Turn up.
See, listen, I'm getting chills, bro, because I'm sitting here. I never loved a team like I love my Knicks, man. You understand? And the reason why the love is so deep is because we've been through so many ups and downs throughout all of these years and these decades. This is why it's so paramount the way we winning. You know, they always say, you know, if you go through so much because your blessing's going to be so great. You understand? The Knicks have been the laughing stock. How are you the mecca of basketball? Okay? And you have been porous for so many years. 53 years. Laughing stock, getting close, but then getting bumped down. Then going through a whole nother 10 years of lackluster, right? This is why we're beating teams by 40 and 30, because it's old to us now. It's old to us. They looking at our team and they have to go analytical. They have to say, well, damn, they don't got no real all-stars on their team. They don't got no superstars. Well, Jalen Brunson is a superstar. Even though he conceded to, he's a superstar. See, this team right now, and I know I'm sounding like a broken record, is destined. So what I was saying to you before, you cannot, oh my gosh, Mike Brown said he was traveling with his wife, bro, going to the islands, going here, going there. Then he said he just came to New York. He was hanging out in New York. He went to a club until 5 in the morning. He said they got pictures. He thought they would put the pictures up about him being in the club, wasted, 5 in the morning with his wife in New York. And then he got the call. So when you're looking at a Mike Brown who said he was just hoping, he figured one day he'd get another job, but he didn't know, even if he was assistant on somebody's team. Listen to the humbleness from this man who took teams to the finals already. Look what he's saying. So when you're looking at these New York Knicks, they all have a storyline that ties in together, Karan. All of them. Leon Rose. Do you know Leon Rose? Listen, that's why I call him the rose from the concrete. He grew, he blossomed in the middle of New York, all right? We the concrete jungle, and we got a rose that bloomed, fam, and put everything into perspective for us. Every storyline for each one of these players, Clarkson, all of them, have something to prove. And that's why you can't defeat a team that's on a mission with the same mindset. You can't. That's why James Harden worried about his bag. Donovan Mitchell and his wife. I said that. I said, okay, you know what? They're gonna get swept. When you go to OKC, you know, I see Shea and them, he pull everybody up to the, you know, when they win. But when they lose, they don't get together and walk off together. I would have given them props for that. I would have gave them props. They would have set the standard if they did that. When they lost, all get together and just walk off together. You know what I'm saying? But no, they get up out of there like everybody else. But when you win, it's all you know, me and my team. Brunson, you see how he held that trophy? He was sitting in the locker room after everything with the trophy on his knees, looking at the trophy, taking pictures of that trophy. Yeah. You know why he did that for the MVP? You know why he did that? Because everybody said he couldn't do it.
That's a fact.
He's not playing. And because Karl Anthony Towns got robbed so many years, back to back to back, he's going to go off against, he's going to make Wemby look like we call him an alien, he going to look human. He going to look human when he play against Karl. I'm not saying Wemby not going to go off, but I'm saying because his team is going to lose the way they're going to lose to us,
yeah,
I'm telling you, he's going to – anybody that we play right now, and I'm about to get off your phone, anybody we play right now, they should be worried because we're messing up organizations, man.
Right.
We're dismantling teams, and we're making players get traded, and coaches are getting fired. This is a runaway train. This is not a game. The Knicks are not a game. These players are not playing, man. They're not playing. This is not a game for them. Right. That's why they say, oh, this is for the fans. The fans can celebrate, but we know what we got going on. We know but they're missing off because everybody has some sort of story where they got robbed. So the Knicks, salute to the Knicks, man. Salute to OKF Nation, man. I'm proud. You already know I'm coming home. I was gonna be home for the finals anyway, but I'm coming home definitely for the parade. And
that's what's up.
I told you before, I'm gonna see about that loft, man. Now it's a real actual thing, so I gotta inquire about a loft.
I didn't want to put the pressure on you. I was going to ask you about that, but I said I'll just wait to see if he bring it up.
No pressure. Nah, my word is my word. Like I gotta get my sister, I gotta get her some hoodies, and I gotta go ahead and get see about that loft, man, and just see how many we can fit in there, whatever the case may be. But that's what I'm trying to do. I don't want to put up there like, oh, no, that's what I want to do, man. I know they're gonna.
All right, so let me know. Yeah, let me know.
Even if we can get like a hotel and get a whole suite, like a suite up there somewhere, we can all just go, come from the parade and go and just celebrate and just being our fandom, that'll be fire. Just something. I don't care if they have an economy room somewhere we all can just, so I'm gonna figure that out, man. I got some people out there, some hands and feet down there, so I want to find out and see. But salute to y'all, man. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to your show, man.
That's what's up, man.
I'll be on later, bro.
Thank you for responding to that, because I wasn't gonna say nothing. I mean, I don't want to put my man Ty out there because maybe you just was in the moment.
Listen. Yeah, fam. I'm in the moment because I knew my Knicks was gonna do this, bro. That's why I brought it up a month ago.
Got you. All right. So we talk more about that, man. There's no sweat.
All right, family.
All right,
okay.
Big time.
All right, bro. All right. Peace.
So y'all heard that, Ty. There's a good chance, Ty gonna rent this loft out for us to get together, man. I didn't want to put the pressure on him, but I'm glad he brought it up again. So that could be a realistic thing. So if y'all want to get together, Ty might put together this little loft situation and we'll work it out. But I want to tell y'all about mark this. I'm gonna timestamp this video, but this part of the video right here is where you can go body your friends in an argument when they try to comfort you and tell you that the New York Knicks, it's the same old Knicks. Anybody who's saying that, they don't watch basketball. They're not watching the game. This Knicks team is different. And I'm just going to go down all of the things in history I got. Some from the game night, some from Google. I'm going to go through the list. Y'all ready? So look. The first NBA final appearance since 1999, okay? We ended a 27-year-old drought. We won a franchise record 11 straight games in a row, all right? I think the previous record was 6 or 7, maybe 7, okay? We are only the 4th team to enter the NBA Finals on an 11-plus game postseason win streak. All right, we joined the 89 Lakers, the 2001 Lakers, and the 2017 Warriors, okay? We have the biggest 11-game point differential in NBA history at plus 262, all right? We have the best pre-finals playoff point differential ever at plus 19.4. We set an NBA record for road playoff dominance. We won 6 straight road playoff games by double digits. All right. On road closeout games, we won all 3 series game clinchers by a combined total of 118 points. And no team has won 3 closeout games on the road where each game was 20 plus points. All right. We also had the rare historic 22-point comeback in the 4th quarter. Teams trailing by 22 plus in the 4th quarter were reportedly 1 in 594 in the playoffs before the Knicks made that comeback. All right. We have the largest playoff win in Knicks franchise history, 51. That was when we beat Atlanta 140-89. And the cool thing about that is we also had the largest lead in NBA playoff history, which was 61 in that same game. Okay. We were, let me see. We actually, we set a Knicks franchise record for 3-pointers in the game with 25. Okay. And that's any game, playoffs and regular season. All right. Let's see. We also, in that same game where we made 25 threes, right? We tied the most threes by any other NBA team in the playoff game. So not only was it a franchise record, it also was a tie for the NBA record as well. All right. And then we also was tied for the 3rd biggest 3-point differential in NBA history. I mean, everything is in NBA history, never been done before. 25 threes on a plus 17 gap because the Sixers only made 8. All right. The 3rd team to shoot over 50% on 35 plus 3-point attempts twice in the same playoff series. We set a franchise record for the 7th straight postseason. Okay, no, we did that. Yeah, I spoke about that. It was 7. Hold on. Sorry. We have the best we have the best offense shooting percentage. If we shot 59.2% effective field goal percentage, that's the most in NBA history. All right. And Landry Shamet's historic shooting series, He shot 11 of 12 from threes in the Eastern Conference NBA Finals. All right. And Ty just talked about that. Right. And Cavaliers' worst home playoff loss ever. We said a Cavaliers' worst home playoff loss ever by beating them by 37 points. All right. I'm not done. I got more. Let me go into the game night. All right. And I've been keeping track of all of this stuff. There's some other stuff in the game night I kept track of. All right. We went on an impressive 44-11 run in that game where we had the 22-point comeback. Right. What else? Jalen Brunson, right? In terms of 30-plus games in 50 games or more, he joins the club of an average of 30 points per game plus in 50 games in at least 50 playoff games. This is who Jalen Brunson joined the company of: Jerry West, MJ, Kobe, and Luka. Yeah. All right. Jalen Brunson was the third fastest player to reach 2,000 points in the playoffs. All right. We had the most fourth quarter playoff points since 2013 with 400 plus. This was when at the beginning of the Cavaliers series. So that's an older record, by the way. Hold on, am I done? Let me keep it pushing. We held the Cleveland Cavaliers to under 30% shooting from three, and they led the NBA in open threes coming into the series with 16.4 a game. You know, completely demolishing a teams and taking away their strength. This is what this Knicks team was able to do. All right. Jalen Brunson has the largest PPG, that's points per game, increase from the regular season to the postseason with +5 on a minimum of 5 games. That's better than Jordan. That's better than any of them. All right. We're talking about his regular season average to his postseason average. Okay. And what else? Talked about the open threes. Hold on. I think I got a couple of more. So anytime if your friends give you a hard time, all you got to do is just tell them, nah, this Knicks team is different. Look at all of the records that we are broken. All right. Our second option, or some people look at him as our second best player, he averages the fewest amount of points out of any of the starters in that in that Cleveland Cavaliers series. All right. In the last 4 games, I'm not sure. Did they score? They might have had double digits last night. Nonetheless, coming into last night's game, all 5 starters had double-digit points. I mean, you talking about a group that is just together, man. And we also, coming into last night's game, we tied the most ever double-digit wins. Now we have 11, so we have the most double-digit wins throughout the first 3 rounds in NBA history. So you can let your friends know when they want to come for you. Those are the records that the Knicks have set. But listen, man, I'm going to be back tonight, all right, for the Level-Headed Knicks talk. So make sure you guys are in the building tonight. It's going down. I do appreciate you guys. And until next time, as always, Knicks. Peace, and I'll see you later.